Watching the 2025 SCAC Tennis Media Days. Today, we're taking a look at the University of Dallas tennis programs. The Crusaders will once again be led as they head into the season of the guides head coach Jacob Delao, along with leadership from senior Sanskriti Baranwal on the women's side and junior JP Ellwanger on the men's side. And Coach Sanskriti, JP, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Coach, we'll open up with you now heading into this third season as we revamp the Crusaders tennis program, bringing it back to Irving. I'm interested just, where you've seen the biggest growths in your programs here over these last couple of seasons. We've talked about just sort of building that foundation and getting this team and both of these teams kind of prepared to be able to have success. So, where have you seen the biggest growth with these groups and just how excited to be back underway here with year three in these two?
Oh yeah, I'm very excited to be back with these two programs and kind of continue to see the growth that they've built over the past 2 years. We've done a really good job of building a culture and a foundation, and then now it's really the biggest step forward for us is adding an intensity at practice, a sense of urgency, and a desire to not only want to compete, but a desire to find success on court and get a lot of wins.
Sanskriti, coming into this year's senior season, I know it's a big year for you. I enjoyed last year, just talking about kind of the process of being a part of this group. And so now being one of the leaders, being a senior coming into this final year, just take me through your mindset coming into this season. Is there a sense of urgency from you? And, what have you continued to work on individually in your game to grow your confidence coming into the senior season?
Well, coming into, senior year, my very last semester and everything, seeing the team grow and seeing everybody come in, especially with like the new recruits and everybody, there's definitely, I think, a sense of urgency of wanting to at least have one win. And the women's tennis team all together working hard before I graduate.
JP, this team last season, right towards the end of the year, as the group started to build into the season, picked up the program's first win since revamping the program over Sul Ross State. I'm interested just, getting over that hump. How did that sort of change the team's mindset, motivate this group coming into this season? Kind of give me a vibe check of the team right now. How's the chemistry started to develop, and what is this group as a team looking forward to most coming into this year?
Yeah, I think that whole experience I would call a witness to hope. It really sparked an energy unique to our team coming into this next year. We had a lot of different players with the new recruits. So we have a really good, solid freshman class. We had a player returning from Rome studies. So yeah, we're looking really good right now. We like where we're at, and you can see the excitement on the court at practice and the energy that's starting to build. So the overall vibe is intentional, and yeah, we're just loving to be out there and play the sport.
Coach, it's cool to hear from both of the student athletes just about their excitement coming into the season and the continued growth process of these two programs. So as is with college sports, every year a team is new and it is never going to be the same as the year before. So, when it comes to this specific year, this program and these two groups of Crusaders, what excites you about these two teams? What are you looking forward to most? What have you seen from these two programs that excite you? Like I said, whether it's their attitude on the court, the energy, where have you seen kind of the growth of the team and what excites you with these groups?
Oh, I mean, it's huge, and it starts with buy-in. And then the two captains I've got right here, they buy what I'm selling, and that trickles down to the rest of the team. So I've got a young team led by two seniors who buy into what I'm coaching, and then seeing the young guys basically see the upperclassmen buy in. They're starting to buy in as well. That's very exciting. That's what excites me the most. And as JP and Sands both graduate, then it's up to the rest of the guys to carry the torch. And I'm very confident that they've seen what good leadership looks like, and we'll just continue to go from there. And it's just very exciting to see that level of buy-in from both the men and women.
Sanskriti, it's fun to hear from Coach, his perspective as far as the growth of the program. I'm interested from you, where have you seen the biggest jumps, within this women's team over these last couple of years? And, especially as a captain, how proud are you of those steps that have been taken of these last few seasons to continue to build the foundation there at UD?
Well, to be fair, we've had quite a change in teams but at the same time, every single person who stuck through has been so consistent and is so interested in playing tennis, which I think adds to the energy of the team overall. They're excited to go to practice. They're ready to win. Like they keep going, they keep pushing no matter what. And I think that has a huge contributing factor to like the change and the growth of the team, because we were brand new 3 years ago, and now it's like it's really nice to have a team that is willing to, work hard.
JP, individually, where are you most comfortable out on the court? What about your game gives you confidence, and what have you continued to work on individually over the course of the off season, coming into the season, to build that confidence?
Yeah, I think I've always known my serve as my biggest weapon on the court, and that's exactly what I continue to work on. There's a saying, strengths grow faster than weaknesses. And I believe that's exactly right. And I've seen that as my game has progressed. My serve continues to go. But in order for that to happen, a lot of my progression happens off the court, actually, and taking care of my body. And yeah, doing exercises and stretching and things like that to be able to excel in serving the hundreds and hundreds of balls. So that's where it all starts for me. Yeah.
Coach, this time a year ago, one of the things that we talked about, and that was a real plus, was, there was no seniors on the team last year. So this group was able to return its core and then add, of course, to a group of first years transfers, new folks into the program. So I'm just interested, as this building process, what is it that you look for in particular, when you're recruiting student athletes, when you're, looking for prospective student athletes, and how is this, this year's first year class and transfer kind of mirrored, what you're looking for in terms of that fit coming into the season?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I want players that are going to work hard. I want players that want to focus and win on the court and win in the classroom. So try and focus on winning in all aspects of life, not just tennis. So I want essentially that. And when it comes to building and players that I want them to come in, I want them to come visit, and I want them to vibe with the team. A lot of what I try and preach, at least to recruits that I talk to, is that the men we're a brotherhood and the women, they're a sisterhood. And hopefully, like, we're building lifelong connections and lifelong friendships there. So obviously I want players who come in who are going to be really good tennis players, but I want players who are going to want to come in and who are going to want to fight for the guys on the roster that are standing next to them and the ladies that are on the roster standing next to them. So it's much more fun to be a part of a team where everyone's getting along and everyone likes each other than it is a whole bunch of individuals trying to just win for themselves.
Finally, as we wrap up with our two student athletes, both Sanskriti and JP, I'm interested. It's a big year in the SCAC. This is as big as this league has been from a tennis perspective in over a decade. It's a lot of excitement, coming into this year. So when you've had conversations with your teammates, other leaders within your program about just some of the goals and expectations coming into this year, kind of what have those conversations looked like? And, ultimately, what do you see as being key for this group to going out and accomplishing those things?
To start off with, we, at the beginning of every year of tennis, we sit down, we have a meeting, which coach organizes, and we go through what our expectations are of this coming year. And we all come up with ideas and like terms that we want our team to be defined as. And I think that's a really good idea because we keep that in mind as we go into practice. And on top of that, I feel like the support that we have for each other and wanting to help each other grow better definitely helps out.
Yeah, I think from the guys' side, we know the talent that we have on our team, and we know last year we were close to a lot of wins, and I think this year there's a lot more confidence because of the new talent that we've brought in to the team, and so right now our goals and expectations are like, yeah, we know that we can be middle top of the conference this year, and that's what we're striving for, and it starts with intentionality and being honest with ourselves and self-knowledge of our strengths and our weaknesses and what we're bringing to practice, and obviously, as coach echoed, like getting things done off the court as well, so we can prepare our minds and our bodies to compete at the highest level. So that's where we're going. Yeah.
And finally, Coach, we wrap up with you. I love hearing what both of these captains are saying, and it's clear that there's a buy-in. They're hearing your message, and as a coach, it has to be exciting to coach people that are energized and want to be coached and want to continue to grow. So, what's just been your message to these two programs coming this season? Because it's clear they want to continue to take those next steps and continue to build these programs. So, as you've kind of set the foundation for these seasons, kind of what's been your message going into the season to these two groups?
Oh, confidence. Oh, since we've got two seniors on the men's side, one senior on the women's side, we've acquired a lot of talent. We've acquired a lot of players who have the ability to do well on court, but we're outside of the two seniors on the men's side, one senior on the women, we have a lot of freshmen and sophomores and a lot of first-year players, at least when it comes to college tennis. So it's just finding confidence within ourselves, being confident in all the work that we put in throughout the week, and just going out and executing.
University of Dallas head men's and women's tennis coach Jacob Delao, along with leadership from seniors Sanskriti Baranwal on the women's side and JP Ellwanger on the men's side. Coach JP, Sanskriti, thanks so much for your time today, and best of luck as you head forward throughout the rest of the season.
Thank you.